And the other thing was moving away from this, what is commonly called in British industry, the machine utilisation system. The system where the guy says, well, I've got 6 machines, I've got 6 blokes standing by them, I want to see the machines working all day long. And the result of that quite often is simply that you get a pile of timber there, if it's wood, a pile of components there, a pile there, to the point where nobody can move around properly.
You were saying to me, did I enjoy Derek's presentation? The answer is no, I didn't actually, because whilst the presentation was good, it reminded me of all the things that I really ought to be doing and I'm not doing. When I saw the demonstrations of how a small increase of productivity could make such a difference, the mind's just ticking over and thinking, what can I do? You know, where can I go in tomorrow and do more? And that's the reason really why I was sitting there and thinking, I've got to do more here.
£70 an hour is over £1 a minute. So when you've got somebody standing by a kettle making a brew and waiting 2 minutes for that kettle to boil, in this example at least, that's costing you £2. Now you might say that's irrelevant, they get 10 minutes break and that's all they get, I don't care. But if you've got 4 or 5 people waiting to make tea, silly things costing you a fortune. I got a company in Warrington that sends somebody out to the postman, to the post office with the post. It's a quarter of a mile down the road, the guy walks there and back, it's nearly an hour by the time he's done it. The post office will collect it for £135 a year. But he thinks he's saving £175, so he doesn't do it. Doesn't understand productivity and profit.
Hi, my name is Paul Hudson. I'm a partner in Haywire LLP, and we make software. So we do web development, desktop software, mobile software. We've really enjoyed the talk tonight. It's been very, very informative. It's made us think differently about how to improve our business. Productivity is something we've always thought was important, but not quite realised how important. And it's made us look back at what we're doing and seeing where we can really, really improve it now. Really enjoyed the talk. It was very useful.
I've just finished a job for the customer. I've sent him 5 screens, something like that. I'm all done, delivered, finished. And the customer rings me up and he says, we actually got the last one wrong. It's not 4.9 metres wide, it's 4.8. Will you make another one? That's the last thing on the earth I want to do. I don't want to make one of anything. My system's geared up for making hundreds. I don't want to fit this in now. It's a pain in the ass. I don't want to do it. Now, I can do you one, but it'll be 3 weeks delivery. And the customer, you know, is going to do it. And he rings you up, John. And the customer says, oh, I've had 5 of these frames, 4 of them are on site, they're working fine, but to be fair, we got to look. We give them the wrong size, you can't make us another one. Can you make me another one, John? How long would it take if you got all the kits all set up? If you could make one of those frames in an hour with 3 or 4 blokes, yeah, cutting, jointing, filling, putting them together. So you could probably do that job in a day. You probably have to ask your secretary to ring to see Bridget and see if they've got the glass available, should you do it. So you can say to them, imagine I'm the customer, can you do that job? Can you make that for me? How long will it take? You're going to tell me a day. I'm going to say, what? I've just been told 3 weeks. No, we can do it today for you. What do you want it, about 5 o'clock? We can certainly do it in the morning. I can get it delivered to you for £170. What am I as a customer thinking now?
The total principle of productivity, I totally agree with. It's what we're trying to achieve all the time. But thoroughly enjoy the content. I think it's one of those things where it's making you think about what you do, think about principles and how you can improve your business. And for that, I found it very useful. And hopefully the spreadsheet is going to be great and give me something to play with.
And it said to the foreman, we did 725 yesterday. Now what would you imagine would be the worst possible thing a manager could say to someone that's just come in and said, we've just beaten our record? What would be the worst thing you could say? Very close. He said, I'll expect 750 tomorrow then. That sentence cost me £500 a week. Just because he wanted to feel big. He knew that these guys had solved the problem where he couldn't, and he didn't like it. It cost me £500 a week. And it doesn't matter if you're talking about moving papers around your desk from place to place, so you're a conveyancing. It doesn't matter what process you're in. The idea surely is to get that process down as quickly, as accurately, as productive as you can.